Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real where edutainment explains it. And as you can see, what I am attired in, you know what time it is. So let's quit wasting time and get off into what we need to get off into. But before we do, we need to do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. That there is. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when the material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoving to put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Why? Because entertainment is what I do. And I'm going to try to do it with this here Caitlyn Jenner situation. Just this past Wednesday, we lost Orenthal James Simpson, aka OJ Simpson, phenomenal football player, much maligned because of the circumstances and the situation of the death of his ex-wife, Nicole Simpson Brown, and her friend, Ron Goldman. Caitlyn Jenner says, with regard to the death of OJ Simpson, good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance? That's cold. That's cold. That's cold on a lot of different levels for a lot of different reasons. And before I get to the most obvious one of them all, I just randomly need to say this. Would you date that woman? I'm just saying. Would you date that woman? Oh, but that woman likes men, from what I understand. Anyway, here's what I feel about the situation. I feel like it was something said hastily and without any thought. Why was it said hastily? And usually when we say something in social media, at least most of us, try to measure our words before we start, vomiting up, whatever stuff comes to our mind. But I got to scratch my head with Caitlyn Jenner saying the things that she say. Number one, because of images like this. Ain't that Bruce Jenner? Pre-transition with one OJ? Oh, D-Real, that's just a random picture of two men. Okay. What about that one? Okay. Circa 1994. Right around the time of the trial. If he was so deplorable, why you got on a pimp shirt and you dating his homie's ex-wife? Do you want to live vicariously through the adventures of OJ Simpson? Here he is with Paula Barbieri. OJ Simpson was dating supermodels and Playboy models. I feel like, Bruce just wanted to be in that conversation. Caitlyn wanted to be in that conversation. Are you saying good riddance because of a killer? Is that what you're saying? Okay. OJ got convicted in a civil suit. Let's divert real quick. That there is Bob Kardashian. He passed in 2003. Bob Kardashian and Orenthal James Simpson met in 1967 when Orenthal James Simpson was playing football for the University of Southern California, and Bob Kardashian was the water boy. Not like Adam Sandler. Now, later on, these two became fast friends and did everything together. I mean, they were tight to the point where their kids was calling each other Uncle Bob and Uncle OJ. They started to have problems in their marriages at the same time. Bob Kardashian and Chris divorced in 91. OJ and Nicole 2 years later. But somehow, this was already going on. That says well, that's that California thing. You know what I'm saying? The ink ain't even dried on a divorce, and you already boning somebody else. We call that scandalous anywhere outside of California. We call that scandalous AF. You ain't even let a year go by and you already boning and getting with somebody else. Oh, I guess it ain't a habit. She got a habit. Okay. Later on, Bruce decides he don't want to be Bruce no more. Bruce decides he been hiding Caitlyn inside of him too long. And so he decides to begin that journey to become Caitlyn. Bully for you. Tell me what you know about these images right here. What you know about them images? Right. Matter of fact, I'll remove that thing for you so you could look real close at her. It, them, whatever. Would you date that woman on top? Would you date? Is that somebody you'd be like, ooh, I gotta get with her. I gotta talk to her. I gotta find out who that is. Okay. I'm more concerned about the woman in the bottom picture. Her name is Kim Howe. Kim Howe was in that car that's in that picture. Kim Howe died because of the actions of one Caitlyn Marie Jenner, or the person who was on their way to becoming Caitlyn Marie Jenner. Regardless of the fact that you were not convicted or there was not enough evidence to convict you, yours was the vehicle that caused that vehicle to veer out of the lane it was in and into the lane of oncoming traffic, thus getting this poor woman killed. Like so, y'all. Just like that. Want to watch it again? White car, her. Black car, Bruce. So I ask you, who responsible for the death of Kim Howe? And if you didn't think you were responsible for the death of Kim Howe, why did you pay $800,000 to settle out of court? Okay. Let's not even contemplate that. Here's something I think y'all might not be thinking about. So, is it okay for members of the Howe family to call Caitlyn Jenner a murderer? Is it okay for them to do it? Is it okay for Miss Howe's family to say good riddance when Caitlyn Jenner passes? And would that be considered in poor taste? See, we got to think before we talk. We always opening our mouths and flexing, but don't understand the ramifications. You see what I'm saying? So, regardless of how you feel personally, because it don't, whatever happened didn't get into the eye of the media. Was it this? Was it the rumor about that? Because both of those people done denied being related. But the fact that it even came up, the fact that in her own book, Kris Jenner admits to having an affair on her husband right around the time OJ may or may not have been considered the daddy of Chloe. You know what? Don't really care about none of that. Think about what you say before you open up your mouth and start speaking, is the moral of the story. Because, I mean, you may not have fingers pointing back at you, but you certainly got situations and circumstances pointing back at you, saying you have no room whatsoever, Caitlyn, to be talking about. I mean, I guess you can say that's your opinion, but good riddance, because why? He ain't gonna be boning somebody you used to bone. Even when you was on the box of Wheaties, wasn't nobody really talking about you as much as they were talking about OJ Simpson? Let's be honest. Arguably, being a decathlete is more of an accomplishment as far as versatility is concerned, than running 2,000 yards in a single season. I don't know. I don't know. You ever ran towards a defensive line with the intent of trying to get past them, and every single one of them looked like killers? You know what I'm saying? And OJ Simpson played football back during a time when you could do a lot more to people on offense than you can today. So probably not even a reason to argue who's the better athlete. Bottom line, keep your mouth shut. Even if that's how you feel, keep your mouth shut. Because a lot of times you don't know who's listening. And that's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other.